I am filming this makeup look for you guys. I wanted to do something spring inspired, something light, something easy and neutral with pinks and a little bit of neutral tones. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and just spraying this all over my face to prime my skin for my foundation, which is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. And I'll leave my shade below. I think it's 825, but I don't remember the color. It might be buff beige. And I'm just using a beauty blender to blend this all over. I find that the coverage ends up being better with a beauty blender versus a brush. I feel like the coverage just turns out way better and it gets a little bit more full coverage versus having any streaky brush marks. Next, I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and I'm just putting that into the little hollows next to my eyes and under my eyes, kind of in a swoopy triangle motion. I'm doing that on both sides, and I'm also going to put it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, just to kind of conceal those areas also. I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, and I really like to set my concealer with it and up on my eyelids because it helps prevent everything from creasing, and also next to my nose and kind of on my cheeks it helps to minimize the appearance of my pores. And then I actually just decided to grab a bigger fluffy brush, which is from BH Cosmetics, and I'll leave the brushes that I used down below, but I used a bigger fluffy brush to just set the rest of my foundation as well. Then I'm going in with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Tea, and I just used an angled brush to kind of lightly contour and bronze up my cheeks. I also used it around my jawline, along my temples and my forehead, and then I also ended up using it to kind of slightly contour my nose and under my bottom lip also. Then for blush, I'm going in with the Milani Luminoso Baked Powder Blush. It's kind of a pinky coral and just gives the best flush to your cheeks. And then for the eyeshadows that I'm using, I'm actually using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And I'm first going in with white chocolate, and I'm going to use that to just kind of put it down as a base for the rest of my eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Strawberry Bonbons, and I'm just going to put that into my crease and just kind of fluff it in there to make it a nice transition shade for the rest of the colors that I'm going to use. The next shade I'm using is Marzipan. This is a really pretty shimmery light cream color, and I'm just going to use my finger and dab this onto my eyelids on both sides. I feel like the color payoff really shows up better when I use my finger versus a brush, but you can do it either way. And then I'm going in with the shade Hazelnut, and I'm just going to use a little fluffy brush to kind of pack this onto the outer corners of my lids and then kind of drag it up into my crease to add a little bit more dimension. neutral. This is a really pretty kind of brick red with a little bit of shimmer, and I'm just kind of going to focus that right on the outer corner of my lid to add a little bit tiny more dimension and a little bit more color to the outside. Then I'm also going to take that same color and I'm going in with a Morphe M508 brush to just put that down into the outer corners on the lower lash line. And then I'm actually taking milk chocolate and using that same brush to kind of go in from the middle of the lower lash line into the inner corners and just add a little bit more color. And then I'm going in with the shade Strawberry Bonbons again, using a Morphe M149 brush to kind of fluff that out. And then I'm using the NYX Très Jolie, I think it's like Blackest Black eyeliner, and just lining the upper waterline of my eyes. For mascara, I'm going in with the Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint, which I got as a sample when I made a Sephora order online, and so far I'm really loving it. It adds a lot of volume. The length isn't as much as I was thinking, but the volume is really great, so it really helps to make your lashes look like you're wearing falsies without all the trouble to put them on. Matte lip paint, and I don't remember the shade I'm in. It actually came in a box set, so I'll have to look it up and leave it linked down below for you. But that completes this makeup look. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below letting me know what makeup looks you'd like to see next. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!